Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today I'm here with my Destashify, November Destashify makes and my fabric haul for November from Destashify. God, it's a great time to be selling on Destashify and to be buying. Get some stuff in for those holiday gifts, although nothing I'm showing you here is made for anyone but myself. So we'll call this my sanity, as we're staying sane during this holiday season. This is always a crazy time of year. I want to enjoy it though, and sewing is one way that I can focus, recenter myself, and definitely enjoy things. But I have a lot to share with you, so let's go ahead and get started. I made 3 things last month, or this month, with last month's fabrics, with the fabrics I grabbed in October. So I'm gonna share first, I kept saying, okay, I'm gonna do it in order of what I love, what I love the most at the end. But every time I made another one of these things, I was like, oh, this has to be my favorite. So we're just gonna go in random order. Okay, so the first thing I grabbed was this beautiful cotton vintage print. It's like a cotton voile, beautiful. And and these gorgeous colors, aren't those colors just beautiful? Nice warm brick red that I'm really loving right now. But I made the Curso top from the Cashmerette Ahead of the Curve book. This is the first time I've actually made it as a top. I made it and hacked it into a dress back this summer, and I love it as a top. It is so lovely. The book only comes with the sizes 12 to, I think the book is 12 to 32. It could be just 12 to 30. I can't remember if it goes all the way up to 32 or not. Anyway, but it has all of the cup sizes that they offer. So I make the size 12. Normally I'm a 10, but a 10, and then I grade out to a 12 at the waist. But for this, I just made the 12 with the GH cup, and it works beautifully. Now, I left the selvage from the fabric as part of the hem because I just thought it was so cool. And I lined the entire thing. The pattern has you stopping your lining down a little bit. I went ahead and took my lining all the way down to, oh gosh, what do we have here? Well, here, I'll turn it inside out. That'll be an easier way to look, Whitney. I lined it with some silk crepe de chine that I have in my stash that was kind of, it's not really my skin color, but kind of. So there you can see kind of the difference in the hem there. I just love it. It's such a cute little shell top, and it feels like heaven against my skin because it's got silk right up against my skin. And again, this fabric was pretty translucent, so this worked out really well to line it with the silk fabric. But I am very excited about it. I could definitely wear this as the weather gets warmer as just a tank. The colors on it read a little bit more cooler weather to me. Fall, winter. Sorry, my eyeball it's very dry here right now. Anyway, but yes, I love it with the cardigan. I had it paired with a, well, you'll see it with a cardigan on with it, but I've also had it paired with one of my blazers, and I just think it's a really cute little shell top. So pretty simple, but the fabric just kind of speaks for itself, and you can wear a whole bunch of different, colored bottoms on the bottom, I feel like. Okay, let me just set this over here. All right, I'm gonna do these in order I made them. So that was the first thing I made. This was the next thing I made. Okay, folks, I tell you. I was telling my friend Jenny, I get the seasonal affection disorder. No, affliction? I was corrected on this last time I talked about it, and I still can't remember what the A stands for. Anyway, it's when the lack of sun can affect your mood in the colder months. And I've kind of resigned to dopamine dressing for the remainder of the cool weather months here in Indiana. Not all of my stuff, but definitely a few punches of bright color just to help lift my mood when I dress in brighter stuff. This jacket definitely kicks all of those points. I realize this isn't going to be for everyone, but I love it so much. It makes me so happy. So this is the Closet Core Pattern Sienna Maker Jacket. I did view C. I'm going to come up just a little bit closer so you can see. Obviously, I have put different contrasting fabric for my pockets. This was a pair of suede, purple suede shorts that I thrifted quite a while ago. They were a very small pair of shorts, and but I loved the color so much, so I grabbed them, and I had just enough. They were pretty worn in areas, but I had enough to cut out my pockets and the top of my collar in the purple suede. I just think this is a fun jacket. The fabric itself, though, did come from Destashify. Again, I did see that has these little the sleeves pockets. It's buttons down the front, and then it's got these cool little button feature that's down the back as well. This is kind of cockeyed. It is unlined, but I absolutely love it. Just paired with jeans and a little t-shirt. I mean, am I gonna wear this jacket a ton? No, but I'm gonna wear it enough that, you know, when I do wear it, it's gonna be like a statement piece, and I love that. So I made the size 10 in this, and I shortened the body by an inch, and I shortened the sleeves by an inch, that's what I have to do for most patterns, really. But I think this worked out really, really well. Technically, my measurements put me in, I think, a 12, because the last time I made the View C, I made a size 12, and it was just too big. The sleeves were too big on me, like the shoulders, everything. So when I made View, gosh, it was either View A or B. It was for a Style Maker tour. I sized down to the size 10 for that one, and that fit really well. So that's what I did for this one. I printed out the size 10, and I love the fit on this. It's much better than the last time I made it. I made a yellow one last time. I've given that one to a friend. So anyway, love this. I just think it's so fun, and yeah, this is gonna really perk up my mood as we're going into these colder months. Again, I know it's not for everyone. I told Jenny, who does some part-time work for me, that I feel like while my style guideposts are current, classic, and chic, that right now, for whatever reason, I feel like you can also throw Miss Frizzle into that. And if you're not aware who Miss Frizzle is, there was a cartoon when I was growing up, and it's still on PBS, called The Magic School Bus, and Miss Frizzle was this wonderful science teacher that always had like crazy dresses on. It's a cartoon that would always have like a theme of whatever they were going to do, and the kids would all get into the magic school bus, and it would shrink and go inside the body, or it would go into outer space or down into the ocean, or whatever for that day's lesson. And it's a great show. But anyway, she always had crazy outfits, and that's what I told my my friend Jenny, that I feel like I'm channeling my inner Mrs. Frizzle, and I'm doing it unapologetically because it's really making me happy right now. So there you have it. That is my Sienna Maker jacket. And it's kind of my workman jacket of dreams here, so looking forward to wearing this one quite a bit. Okay, then finally, we'll set her to the side without knocking her over. Finally, guys, this is my newest Pattern Emporium Take the Chance shirt dress. So my other dopamine dressing, my crazy dress that I used the K Facet fabric with, loved that silhouette on me and the fit of that, and knew that this vintage Liberty wool challis would be perfect for this pattern, and I'm so glad I did it. So I made the size, oh gosh, 12 with the I did a full bust adjustment on it, so I gave myself a dart. I used the Meet You There tier dress sleeves because the sleeves from the Meet You There tier dress and the Take a Chance are interchangeable. It's the same bodice block, and I have done a full bust adjustment on the Meet You There tier dress as well to give myself a bust dart because the pattern doesn't come with it, and love the way that it fits. And then I have these fun little tiers that are here. So I've got the Meet You There sleeves on there, again a size 12 with a full bust adjustment. I shortened the bodice by an inch. And then my tiers, because it gives you recommendations for how long to do the tiers. I did my tiers, my long tiers are 10 and 11 inches. My long tiers I cut 11 inches wide, or long, and then I have a very short little tier that you can kind of see here on the bottom that's 5.5 inches wide. Obviously, you have seam allowance, and then I took up a little hem on that bottom one. Well, in all of them, but but that's what I cut mine to be. I think the pattern recommends you cutting the longer tiers 11 3/4, but I did mine just 11 and got a perfect length of midi dress for my body. But again, I did cut the bodice an inch shorter, so I did shorten the bodice an inch. This is just like a little camp collar that goes in really pretty easily. This is actually a pretty easy dress to make considering that it's a shirt dress. Putting in the buttons and the buttonholes takes the longest, but this fabric is just so beautiful. So the buttons kind of blend in. There's the buttons there. But I went with nice big ones because I liked the way that that looks on the front of the dress. I did the same with my other one, but oh my gosh, I mean, I feel like put this dress into the same category as my Wanderlust dress. I think I probably won't make any more this winter, but I do think for the warmer months, I'd like to try some of the sleeves that come with this dress. There's like a flutter sleeve and then just like a little short sleeve. But I could see myself making one in a cotton lawn or a rayon challis for when the weather starts to warm up again in the spring. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna put the pattern away for right now, but I can definitely see more of these in my future. And this one feels a little bit more of the current chic and classic. Just, I guess, the collar on it. But yeah, I just really love this. Now, this wool challis is a little bit thin, so I think what I'll probably end up doing, I just bought myself some fleece line tights. I think I've mentioned them on the channel though. I bought myself a pair and a pair for my daughter. Love them. Got them off Amazon. They're wonderful. And then about this time last year, I did a sponsorship with Lily Silk on the channel, and one of the things they sent me, well, they sent me a cashmere turtleneck, which is lovely, a great base piece, which would go really well underneath this, to have that turtleneck underneath the collar. And they also sent me a silk camisole, like a jersey silk camisole, that I think would be a great base layer as well for this. Alternatively, I've got my merino jersey that I have ordered, that you guys have seen, that makes a great base layer as well. So if I end up making one of those in a t-shirt or something like that, or even a turtleneck, that could also pair really well underneath this. So I think I could definitely layer this up a little bit to make it a little bit warmer, because this fabric, even though it's a wool, it is thin. Now I did go ahead, wash, and I dried it in the dryer. So it handles really, really well. Really comfortable. So I do think there's ways to layer this up to where I could wear it probably most of the winter. Also, I think it would be really cute as just a duster, just to wear it open and wear it kind of as a jacket. I think that could be kind of fun too. So you'll probably be seeing this more as the months go on. But yeah, there's my new Take the Chance shirt dress. Okay, let me reset everything up and I'll show you the fabrics I grabbed for this month. All right, so I grabbed 4 fabrics, but I have 3, well, I guess 4 things. So we'll start with the biggest one. 2 of these are gonna go together though. All right, so I've got, look at this bright color. Isn't that fun? Speaking of dopamine dressing, I have 4 yards of this cotton twill, and I would call this like a medium weight cotton twill. I'm just gonna go ahead and unfold it. 4 yards though, there's a lot of this here. But I really thought, when I saw this, I thought a suit could be so much fun. Now it's a cotton twill, so it's gonna be a little bit more relaxed, but I mean, this is like 54 inches wide, and I've got 4 yards of this. I have plenty. So what I'm going to do is, Style Arc has the McKenzie blazer and the McKenzie pants. I've been wanting to make that McKenzie blazer forever. I just want to try a double-breasted relaxed jacket on my body just to see how I feel about it. Technically, large bust, you shouldn't do the double-breasted because it makes you look wider. I'm just curious, and I sew, and this is something I enjoy doing, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna make the McKenzie blazer with the pants. And honestly, when I was pulling the picture and stuff of that pattern to put into this video, they have a new vest pattern out called the Joy Vest, and they had it paired with the McKenzie pants. And I thought, okay, do I want to go real crazy and do a 3-piece suit? Maybe. I'm only committing to doing the jacket and the pants, and I don't think I will have all of this done by the end of December. So, maybe the pants, but I really doubt I have time to do the blazer and stuff as well. So this will probably go over into January to see the finished makes of this, and maybe I'll hold the whole suit off until January so you can see the whole thing, but we'll do a video on dopamine sewing. But look at this, isn't it gorgeous? And this is right in my color palette. It's bright. You're gonna see me coming when I wear it, but I really kind of like that. That makes me really happy. And then I grabbed to go with this, and I think that this is gonna work. I need to check, but I think this is gonna be fine as long as the whole thing is lined, and it will be. But I got this fabric that is a, for the lining. So it's a navy background. It's faux silk is what it says. I haven't done a burn test on it. I'm gonna guess that it's probably an acetate, maybe poly. But it doesn't feel, my guess is it's acetate, but I will do a burn test. But it's just beautiful like lining fabric, and it's got these little diamonds in there that actually have a little pink in them. But I thought this would be such a cute lining fabric for my suit. So, for my suit jacket. And probably in the vest. If I decide to do the vest, it would be, and I have plenty to do lining for both of those. So there we have it. So I'm gonna be doing this fabric as the lining for this crazy suit. And I'll be taking you guys as I slip slowly into madness here. Okay, and then the last two pieces are both knits. Okay, so this, I have 2 yards of this. This is the Mimi G line of cotton lycra, the cotton spandex lycra. I wanted to grab some of this forever. I think this was a collaboration that she did with Riley Blake. And I just never was able to grab any, and then it all got sold out. So I think this is amazing. This is also in my color palette, this bright lime green, and I think I want to do a dress out of it. What do you guys think? I'm thinking the Itch to Stitch Savannah dress, only because I've just been in the mood to do some different stuff. I tested this dress and love it, and it's back in my wardrobe, the one that I did make for the test, because I made it, it's a navy. It's a very flattering style, but you know, I've just been in the mood to pull out some other patterns and try some new stuff, just to keep things fresh here on the channel, but also to keep my brain fresh. And isn't that so cute with the animal print? Although, so that's my original thought of what I was gonna do with this. But then, I had it sitting next to, I also grabbed this French terry. And I think those look really good together. So then I got to thinking, maybe I wanna switch it up a little bit. Because I was originally thinking this is gonna be the Itch to Stitch Savannah, and then I was gonna do a Style Arc Burt top with this French terry. Although I think I have like 2 3/4 of a yard of this French terry. Feels fantastic. It's a dark green, but it's a warm dark green, so perfect for my color palette. It's like a warm olive, kind of. Oh, it's beautiful. But then I was thinking this could be, you know, I don't know. What should I do? I really like these together. I could do the Burt top, I guess, and then just, you know, I could wear it over this and it would look like a skirt and top as opposed to, I don't know. I do like the idea of the Burt top. I've made it once before, but I made too big of a size, and so I want to size down to the 10. I'm like in between. If Style Art patterns are real oversized, it looks better if I size down to the 10. And I did make a 12. It was just too big on me. So I think I would like to try it again, already on the pattern, and try it in this color, and I think that could be really cute. Make sure I'm shortening things enough. So, God, this feels just phenomenal though. And it's not too thick of a French terry. It's a pretty, it's a thinner one. So I think that would work in my favor even better for that Burt top. The other fabric I'd used was kind of a sweatshirting fleece, and I think it was just a little too thick as well. And this has a little bit more drape, so I mean that's gonna bode well for me as well, for kind of that off-the-shoulder style top. So that is what I'm thinking for this, but let me know if you think I should do something different. Oh, look at that drape, isn't that beautiful? But that's what I'm leaning towards, doing the Savannah in the Mimi G fabric, and then in the solid doing the Style Arc Burt top. I think that those could get quite a bit of wear out of my wardrobe. So, and I've been wanting to put more green in my wardrobe too. I'm actually kind of liking all of that with the bright orange suiting, as as well. So we can throw those fun bright pants into the mix and we can have a good old time. Anyway, those are the 4 fabrics that I grabbed for December. I guess I grabbed them. Nope, grabbed them in November. Sorry, grabbed those for November, making them up in December. Sorry, I misspoke. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'll be able to get the knit stuff done, definitely. And probably pants. I just don't know that I'm gonna have time to get to the blazer. I'm hoping that the blazer is going to be a little less intensive than like the Jessica, because I do have the Jessica blazer still on my to-do list for my fall sewing. That obviously didn't happen, so we'll push that into winter, but I'm wanting to make a nice tailored wool blazer in the colder months this year. So that is also still on my to-do list. So we'll kind of see how this plays out, but those are the fabrics I grabbed. As always, I went to pull, you know, the link for Destashify, and you have to take a look when you're over there. It's just a really great place to scroll. Inevitably, I find something that, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. If you like thrifting and you like fabric, buyer beware. It could be a very dangerous rabbit hole, but consider yourself warned. Okay, I think that's all I have for today. Make sure that you are subscribed though, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Friday, I have an updated sewing room tour to take you on. My old sewing room tour is one of my best performing videos. That one still gets a lot of views, but I have recently got new tables. I've changed things around a little bit, and I have something kind of exciting to show you that's currently in the works. So that is going to be, you just want to make sure you're here on Friday because you don't want to miss that sewing room tour, and I'm going to kind of talk you through, it's IKEA basically, the IKEA pieces that I used for everything, and how I get things set up, and yeah, just my room in general. So that will be on Friday. All right, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I hope you're enjoying these last couple of days of November before December hits. How is that even possible? I don't know. But yeah, I hope you're getting some sewing in, using it as a something to calm your brain, because it definitely calms my brain when I can sit at my machines and just create. So making sure to take some time to do that even in this crazy season. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. Have a great week, and I'll see you again on Friday. Bye.